It's like, it's bad, but I have to. I got 3 years left.
I'd be in breach of contract.
I think that's like the best thing about it is that he still was able to have that sense of humor about the situation, which, I mean, it is stage 4 pancreatic cancer. It's
bad.
Yeah.
And he's old.
It really doesn't come worse than that.
Yeah, it's not a good situation to be in. We all wish him the best. And
I'm a big fan of Joe.
Yeah. And by the way, my friend Greg's brother, Brad, the all-time winningest champ, Brad Rudder, his team won that tournament, so they won the mill. Team Brad for the victory.
Nice.
O'Doyle rules.
O'Doyle's rules. So yeah, but the games are really fun to play. I've always been a big fan of word puzzle games, so Wheel of Fortune's right up my alley. I have a mobile app for it, but I don't really like that because all you basically do is you spin, and then you have to solve the puzzle. It's basically that mode of the game. And then, but the version I have plays it just like the show. So they have the first couple of rounds where you do the money, and then you play the 3 standard rounds, spin for consonants, buy your vowels, and then they have the fast round. Then if you make it to the bonus round, you get the RST, LNE.
Banner.
You get to choose the letters, and then it spells N blank GGERS for people who annoy you. And Randy Marsh got that wrong.
The Denver Nuggets.
I know the answer, but I don't think I should say it. One of the best South Park moments ever, especially when he does say the word and he says it with such...
Do you remember the original Nintendo game Anticipation?
Yes, I do.
I used to play that game religiously.
Mm.
And again, word puzzle, but that one included drawings. And,
right.
But yeah, I like those types of games.
I'm not big into watching a lot of different types of game shows, but man, I would play, every time there was a Family Feud game, I would get it and I would play it. They had a Price is Right game out on the 360, which was fun because you could use Kinect controls to spin the... I always had a blast with that. The other thing
Price is Right is something that I would have always watched as long as Bob Barker.
I would still watch it, yeah, because Price is Right. Price is Right's a fun concept for a show too, because it Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune would be so much fun to play, but I would get really frustrated if I got my ass kicked on the... That's why I always liked... I like the concept of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, because you were playing against yourself.
What's the one that Howie Mandel does? Let's make
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal, that's it.
Deal or No Deal is great too. That's a simple one. I actually had a game for Deal or No Deal, and I used to play that pretty religiously too.
That one would fuck me up.
Oh,
because I would be like, I'd get to that point where I'm just like, do I make the deal? Do I don't make the deal? And I'd end up freaking out and be like, ah.
The problem with a Deal or No Deal video game is that there's no reason to just not play until the end to find out what the last case is. Because it's a video game.
Yeah.
Because you're in the video game.
Yeah, for the video game, yeah, but man, it would just be But the Jeopardy game is interesting. The one issue I do have with it is the Jeopardy is actually a multiple choice, which makes it a lot easier. And a lot of these questions are, because their questions are not dumbed down at all for the stupid person on the other side of the screen.
Right.
So you have 3 guesses, and odds are you can pretty much buzz in and take an educated guess every time. But they also are really clever with that because they make sure that other stuff you could potentially guess was also there. So they do trick you with that. But I don't have Nintendo Online, so I can't do the daily challenges and the online stuff, but I think I might to actually play them because they are a lot of fun. And they do have that mode that I like where like if I have friends over and I want to play against them, we don't all have to have Switch controllers. We just pass the Switch around. And I like that feature a lot too.
Yeah.
Like I could bring it to work and play Wheel of Fortune with my coworker and just be like, damn, my turn's over. All right.
And if you have an Amazon Fire Cube, you can actually play Jeopardy on there.
Yes.
It will ask you questions and you can answer. I think it's like 5 a day.
I'm getting an Amazon Echo, and I heard that has some of those games too. It'll like ask you questions, you can respond to it, and I'll definitely be playing the crap out of that. But yeah, so the Positivity Zone was going to be about, but specifically like those types of shows that I would watch, but I'll play as well. Other shows like the Nickelodeon game shows and stuff like that, some like Legends of the Hidden Temple. If they ever release a video game version of that with a platforming part at the end, I'm all about that.
And there's no way you can win because they only have enough money for one winner a season.
Yeah.
So I remember like watching and being like, they had no chance.
And also, the Temple was not filmed in front of a live studio audience, so they were competing to which just doesn't have the same gusto. But you know what? It is what it is. It's not a huge thing. It's just an interesting trivia fact. I'd still watch and enjoy it, even if it's an old episode. But yeah, any game show that I can also play and have a good time with, I'm all about that stuff. But seriously, get well, Alex Trebek. We're all pulling.
Yes.
But that takes us to everyone's favorite part of the show, the part where I dish out points or dish out consequences. I don't know what I'm going to do. I gave you guys a tough game, though.
Yeah, you did.
Damn right.
I'm looking forward to
Actually, I had to do some research to get 10 names.
Oh, damn. All right, cool. So, did we at least get a decent turnout?
It wasn't too bad.
Okay, that's fair. Now, I am very interested to see what kind of universes people came up with. I better not see another Simpsons universe. I'm telling you that right now. I want people to make me fangirl is pretty much what I was hoping for. And I hope people also stick to universes where I understand the content.
Well,
I said I don't.
I think most of these are pretty good. I think.
Okay.
As far as knowing what they.
Well, the example I gave was that like I don't know The Walking Dead. So if you do a Walking Dead universe, the references are going to go over my head. That was like the big thing I wanted to stress.
Right.
Don't pick a universe.
Yep.
Otherwise, have at it. Let's hear them.
All right. Entry number 1. Team WB. They always come back. And I'm just going to go straight down the list.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny. Yosemite Sam.
Slow down. Give me a sec to acknowledge.
Okay.
All right. So you said Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. Yosemite Sam. The Tasmanian Devil.
Will he just eat people?
Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, God, why? That boy ain't right.
Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, jeez.
Sylvester. Daffy Duck. Marvin the Martian. Elmer Fudd. And Pete Puma.
Man, this team's losing first round. It's just Bugs Bunny and all his jobbers.
So, no. Tasmanian Devil would probably hold his own.
Wile E. Coyote can't be killed.
He is a certified genius, according to his business card.
Well, here's the thing. They're not competing against Bugs Bunny, so they probably they actually might have a chance here. The only one that makes me just scratch my head is Foghorn Leghorn. Like, is he just the jobber to distract you? Because I can't see how he would be useful in any way, shape, or form. If anything, they should have brought in the dog. The dog that he always hit with the paddle.
The dog
Oh, I
doesn't
should have brought in Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew doesn't always.
Out.
Yeah, but Pepe Le Pew doesn't always take damage and come back. He might get whacked on the head once or twice.
Oh, yeah, that's what they were going for. Okay. Well, I like the idea behind it, and they didn't just stick to Looney Tunes either. So I will give that points.
That is points to me.
Very clever, Glenn. I'm actually surprised that's what you went with.
I'm a hardcore Warner Brothers fan, so when you even suggested this game, I was like, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, next up, Team Whedonverse.
Whedonverse. Let me guess. Buffy and Angel are on this team.
Well, Buffy is.
Okay. Not
Buffy
Angel.
Summers.
Okay.
Well, we'll get to that.
All right.
Vampire Willow.
Vampire Willow. Okay.
And Jealous.
You might actually, that might not be a good choice. I think Angel was a little more focused than Angelus was, but okay, continue.
Malcolm Reynolds.
Of course, yeah.
Jane Cobb.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe Washburn.
Mm-hmm.
River.
Yep.
The Incredible Hulk.
All right.
Black Widow.
Okay.
And Loki.
Okay, here's what I don't like about this entry. A Marvel team was something I was expecting, and I feel like you kind of hogged that by going for Whedon stuff and then incorporating Marvel characters in. Also, since you were going for Avengers anyway, Hulk was a good choice, but I would argue that there are way better choices than Black Widow and Loki. Also, Vampire Willow as opposed to Dark Willow.
Oh, I would have taken Dark Willow who flays humans in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So I like the idea behind the team, and I like that they thought outside the box in that respect, but I almost feel like the inclusion of the Marvel characters was a little too much of a cop-out. So I'm going to give you Fitty for your team.
Well, he half-willed.
That guy.
Give him a one clap.
Well, I mean, obviously Buffy had to be on the team.
Oh, yeah.
Buffy was the best choice.
All right. Team number 3. Team Disney Afternoon.
Oh my god, I love it already. All right, let's hear them.
Kicking it off, Kit Cloud Kicker.
Okay.
Donald Duck.
Donald just go ape shit.
Gizmo Duck.
Oh, well, of course Gizmo Duck would be on the team.
Genie.
The Genie? Well, yeah. That's almost cheating, but okay.
Jafar.
Oh, that's a terrible addition to the team. Jafar's worthless.
Hercules.
Yeah, that's a good addition.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh, he better be the captain.
Uncle Scrooge.
No, never mind. That's your captain. That's your captain.
Monterey Jack.
Oh, that's a terrible choice. All you gotta do is throw a piece of cheese at him and he's done.
And Baloo.
This is easily getting points. I'm gonna nitpick your team though. You were doing really well, but Jafar, terrible choice. Dude, you had Disney Afternoon. You didn't include gargoyles. Could have gotten a couple of good choices out of that. Also, Monterey Jack is a terrible choice. That guy was worthless. You know who Monterey Jack is?
I don't remember.
Okay, Chippendale Rescue
It's
Rangers.
one of the Chippendales people, yeah.
Yeah, he was the fat guy, and he had an accent. I can't remember the accent now because it's been a long time. But anytime there was cheese, he would just basically become hypnotized and useless. So all you'd have to do is just hit him with cheese, and he's done.
Okay.
But Scrooge is a good choice because I wouldn't mess with Scrooge. I don't care how old he is. I would not fuck with Scrooge McDuck.
He smack you with that fucking cane.
But I gotta say, for the cleverness of this team, even though I did nitpick your team, I'd like to give this one an earmark. Maybe not the bonus, but I'm going to revisit this one. So,
all right. That's points and an earmark to Chris Wright.
Good job, Chris.
All right. Next up, we have Team Team Rick and Morty.
Of course, there's a Team Rick and Morty. I'm not even surprised.
All right,
But go ahead.
Bear with me on this one.